Hey Braxton,
Recording
congratulations.
in
Thank you.
progress.
Thank you.
What what's kind of this process been like for you last few days, last few months, just kind of waiting for this to happen?
Yeah, I really tried not to think too much about it the last few months, and obviously the last few days, it's kind of been all I could think about. I'm extremely happy that it's here. I'm extremely happy that this whole process is over, and I can get back to focusing on football. What I should be focusing on right now.
Did it get stressful like in the last as you're leading up to these last 24 to 48 hours and like what other teams were competing for you and like walk us through the decision process?
Well, of course it got stressful because, it was uncertainty. Just, around the board, you never know what's going to happen. And obviously, again, this was my first time handling all this and going through this. So I personally didn't really know what to expect. And yeah, it ended up being a pretty quick and fluid process. Obviously thanks to these guys and, we agreed to terms and that was that. And I think we're both happy that it was over with.
Braxton, did you give any kind of instructions to Drew in terms of, how much you wanted to be with the Jets and maybe not chasing every last penny he could out in the market? And what kind of was your conversations like with him on that?
Yeah, we had a lot of conversations over the last few months, obviously, and really our last one was kind of just that. Let's. I have a great rapport here. I have a great thing here with everybody in the building and obviously on the field as well. And I did. I told him I didn't want to chase every penny. That wasn't. I wasn't trying to auction off to the highest bidder at the end of the day. Again, this was comfortable. This was a great destination for me. And I was clear about that throughout this whole process to him and obviously, out into the media as well. And I'm so happy that I'm here.
Braxton, there are probably some free agents that would look at the Jets and think, I want to go someplace that has a better history of winning, maybe a little closer to getting into the playoffs than they appear to be. When you look at the situation here, what led you to believe that this is, aside from your comfort, a good place where you could be a winner in the coming years?
Well, nobody knows like the people in this building. Is the easiest way to put it. When you're in this building and you see day to day, and then you saw what it was and what it is, as of whatever it was January 8th or our last game, and then what it can be going forward as this culture shifts and we continue to build on the foundation that we have over the last year. You get excited, and again, I understand that some people don't see that, but to that point, I would say look at Cincinnati at the end of the day, and their turnaround and what they were able to do. And this league is all about the margin of error is very, very small. And when you get the right people and the right character guys and that are really detail oriented and focused around that, those things, those win losses they can change, they can flip quickly.
Braxton, did you hear from Zach after the news came out yesterday?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, he was going to come. He's coming down and throwing. He was going to come down and throw next week, regardless of what happened. So obviously that made it even better. He was one of the first people who reached out, and he was happy. He was ecstatic, and I was the same. We're really looking forward to picking up where we left off at the end of last year.
So I guess the deal is like a bunch of you guys are meeting down in the Miami area. Is that right? For like an informal throwing?
Yeah, I don't know too many details of it right now. I got to talk to those guys here in the next day or so, but that is definitely the plan to get together at some point this off season here shortly, obviously before OTAs, and start building back.
I guess that finance degree is going to come in handy now with all this money poured in, huh?
Relax. Yes, I will be happy to use that finance degree finally. Yeah, not really finally, but to a different extent, I guess.
Any more questions for Braxton?
Braxton, what have you thought of the other moves the team has made?
I'm excited. Obviously, I don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes, but I have absolute full confidence from, going through this whole process myself. This year I have full confidence in this staff and this Joe Douglas and his team to do whatever they need to do and be able to pull it off. I'm excited to be like y'all and be a witness to it over the next few days and into the draft as well.
Braxton, have you given yourself a moment to think at all? You're the beginning of your career, injuries didn't go the way you wanted. I'm sure you get cut by New England. That had to be a low point, and now you're getting a second contract, which there's a lot of people who never get that in the NFL.
Yeah, I keep telling everybody I don't think it hit me yet. To be honest, I don't. It's been a whirlwind of 24 hours, and it will, and it truly is. It means the world to me, and it's incredibly special for those reasons that you said. Because in my mind there was never a doubt, but that was a very small percentage of people, I think, that was in that boat. And my support system, my mom, my dad, my brother, that was with me through all of that. They saw it all. They saw the struggle. They saw it wasn't pretty. It wasn't glorious. There's moments and there's trials and there's tribulations, and for it to all come full circle and pay off in this way, it does. It's incredible for me, and it just shows that when you have a goal and you set out to do something and you continue down that path, no matter what comes in front of you or who says what, really anything's possible.